there was a primetime game.
Sure.
Good one.
In Minnesota.
Great one.
Between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. And obviously the Indianapolis Colts were talked about a lot, this past week, strictly because they made a big-time quarterback change. Joe Flacco is going to be the starting quarterback for the foreseeable future because he better suits the team right now. And Anthony Richardson a week ago obviously did something that no quarterback in the history of the NFL has ever done in tapping out. Need to put Joe Flacco in there and risk we're going to lose the locker room. I might have been wrong.
Maybe.
I thought this Colts team was going to win the Super Bowl. I heard a lot of people with big brains in the football world come onto the screen and go, is this Colts team going to win the Super Bowl? What are we even doing? Now, I will say, a lot of season left for the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
The AFC South is certainly still up for grabs, especially with everything that the Houston Texans are going through. Don't look now, though. The Titans might get hot.
Whoa.
Massive win yesterday. Both the
team.
Titans and the Panthers winning, and the Jacksonville Jaguars almost against the Eagles come back in there. But nonetheless, AFC South still attainable. So you move to Joe Flacco. I think we have a team. They've invested a lot of money. I had eyes on this team. We go to every home game. I think they're good. I think if they get some quality quarterback play and they get a professional in there, they're going to go on and do it. Well, their efficiency on the offensive side had everybody on earth doing this, literally during the game. Big yawn. I don't blame them for yawning. I think everybody that was watching that game was yawning. Also, sometimes, anxiety, a little bit of nerves when you're in a big moment. Your body can naturally react by yawning. Doesn't mean you're checked out or tired. But I'll tell you what, watching that offense, hard not to check out and get tired. I was wrong about this Indianapolis Colts team. I don't think we're going to win Super Bowl.
I don't think so.
I don't think. I'm not sure. I don't think. And now, when are you going to start thinking about the future? When are you going to start looking at the future of the program? Because last night, the Colts offense had 6 points, the lowest of their year. Obviously had a big-time Grover Stewart punch-out, strip sack with Kenny Moore picking that thing up and going crazy. 0 red zone drives. Okay, didn't even make it in there one time.
Come on.
13 first downs, the fewest of the year. 227 yards of offense, the lowest of the year. And 0.35, lowest of the year. So, bad outing by Joe Flacco in the offense. Worst rushing performance that they've had all year as well. I mean, just what could go wrong did go wrong on the offensive side of the ball. And in the second half, Sam Darnold just started cooking. Sam Darnold, Justin Jefferson going bananas. Aaron Jones was doing his thing. KOC was showcasing that their building, whenever they're rolling, can be a very, very, very big advantage. And this is 2 times now in the last couple of years where the Colts have had to lead at halftime in Minnesota, and then go on to just shit the bed in the second half and completely lose the game. Now the future of the Indianapolis Colts is going to be discussed by everybody. I got a lot of people telling me how dumb I was because I was the one that made the decision to put Joe Flacco in at quarterback over Anthony Richardson, like I have any say in the Colts building. But I did have a feeling that if you want to have a good future with AR, he's got it like that. That's just a bad. That's a bad pick right there. That's a bad decision right there. There was a lot of things that happened. There was a couple third downs that were good, in rhythm and timing, but everything else seemingly not great. Brian Flores' defense, he's a problem.
Exactly.
A lot of people. Minnesota Vikings now sitting at a commanding 6-2 in an NFC North that is run by the Lions, but certainly three-headed monster in that particular division, the best of all time, but the best in the league right now. But boy, I could have been wrong. And I'm bummed out about it.
Sure.
Yeah, very bummed out.
Sure.
Because this Indianapolis Colts team has been around now. Pillar positions. Obviously Jeff Flacco's been around a long time. He was starting in there.
Sure.
But he got center guard in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Offensive line, old dogs. Been around a long time. Jonathan Taylor, been around a long time. Grover Stewart, DeForest Buckner, been around long time.
That's right.
Zaire Franklin, E.J. Speed, Kenny Moore on defense side, been around.
Flying around.
Dogs. Zaire Franklin, great pick too in the first half.
Yeah, good hands.
Defense was eating there. Grover Stewart's doing the same. Kenny Moore taking it. We got a lot of vets. We got a lot of guys that have been around a long time. We got a lot of guys that can go on and win. And then in a big game against a team that's going to be around in the end. This Minnesota Vikings team, and I know we've been saying it seemingly every other year about this Vikings team. We go, this Vikings team's different. This is a different Vikings team. This is a different Vikings team. Feels like it actually is a different Vikings team this year. Now, they lost a game. Obviously, the 1972 Dolphins were the only team to ever go, without a loss throughout an entire season. But, what are Colts going to do? And the future is not easy here. We got the Bills coming up.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
We got the Bills coming up on Sunday. Then we got the Jets on prime time. Then I think we got the Lions Okay.
Oh.
Then we get the Lions, and then we're at the Patriots. Thank God.
I don't know about
We need that one to come as fast as possible.
about that.
And then we got a bye week, where we can reset some things. And then Broncos, Titans, Giants, Jaguars there to end it up. If we can get to the end of this schedule and still be in contention, you're talking about me still being able to talk some shit. But boy, Bills, Jets, Lions over the next 3. Don't love it as we're trying to find our identity. And to AR, I think he learned his lesson.
I think so.
Don't you think?
Yeah, get him back in.
Can't tap out.
Can't do it.
Can't do that. You're the guy.
He knows now.
The way Chris Collins, exactly. He learned his he understands. And the way Chris Collinsworth described it last night as the video of him yawning was shown on the screen. I think they potentially did him a little dirty there.
Sure.
You can bank some footage of him when he's not doing stuff and show it as if it's live with him on the sideline. But literally at this exact moment, Chris Collinsworth saying, the quarterback's the general of the team. And when the general of the team is waving a white flag, that's not necessarily like a good message to the rest of the building, to the rest of the team. Amen. I think that's what our messaging was at the time. Nobody that had been around football had ever seen it before with Anthony Richardson. But I think he learned his lesson.
I think so.
Yeah, can't do it anymore.
Nope.
Yeah.
How's he going to get better if he doesn't play?
Exactly.
Well, if he was to watch somebody that played great, that would be good. But what happened, you see, was they played the worst they've ever played.
Yeah.
So I would like to put hand up. That one's on me. I was on the wrong side of this entire thing. We need to start thinking about the future of this program. Okay, we need to start thinking of the future of this organization.
Yep.
But also in the meantime, we win some games. We're still in this till the end, which is what every team is feeling except for 8 of them. This is from Nick Dunham. Hashtag I don't want to overreact, but the Colts stink. The season has started off with so much promise has quickly gone off the rails. Fire everyone, cut everyone. It's time for a true rebuild. I'm tired of watching the same old Colts.
Oh.
What's the gift there?
It's a train.
It's a train going off the tracks. Yeah, down into
Is that the
ravine.
other train?
I thought it was
They have 4 wins.
Yeah, we have 4 wins. It's not over yet, Nick. Sure, we don't know who should be quarterback. Sure, we've paid everybody.
We do know. It's AR. He learned his lesson.
Put him in.
Jason Bean's still there. Maybe give him a shot.
I'm not completely out on the flack. Okay, let's give him another week. See what happens.
Who do they have this week? Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
So you can chuck that one up
To what?
To what, a big dub?
to a big fat L. Put in AR.
At home.
It's time. The future is now. It's Anthony Richardson's team. Let him cook.
All right. Okay. I mean, maybe.
He stayed. He was the last. I cannot stress this enough.
Stop hands.
He was the last person on the field at half.
That's good leadership. That's what we're
I
talking
know.
about.
He learned. He didn't do that last week. He
Sure.
fucking tapped out with the locker room before everyone else did.
Stop hands.
Maybe he was tired.
All right, everybody. Anthony Richardson is the future. We know that.
In future.
He had the same stats as Josh Allen. It's got to happen. Everybody knows that's how it works.
They never benched Josh.
Sure.
Well, that's because the team fucking stunk. But
Maybe we just get some Red Bull in the building.
Let's wake people up.
Yeah. Let's get
All right.
fired up, boys.
It's an interesting spot because we're still very much in
Is he
it.
not sleeping enough?
Let's see where we are 5 weeks from now. Let's see where we are 5 weeks from now.
If they are
And maybe he does need to track his REM sleep with the fucking thing. Maybe
Yeah.
he
To
needs to do
Whoop
You guys
or
got
Apple Watch.
hyperbaric chambers in that facility, or
Yep.
that. I'm sure there's
Sure
something
do.
in there to get better. And he's using all of them because he learned
or
last
do you get
week.
coffee in that facility?
Yeah, there's coffee. I think they got
He's a young
blonde
kid.
roast.
He
They
doesn't
got
like
Nice.
coffee.
Was Carly right behind Shane this week?
couple times, yeah, and I'm learning that a lot of people didn't know that was happening. Years.
Follow the
This has been happening for years.
I ain't new.
It's years.
Is she talking? Is she talking on the headset?
Speaker is always up, but I'm sure there's been a time where it's come down and said, "Can you repeat what you just said about the defensive coordinator there, Mr.?" Like, that's the biggest thing. And we've had our questions, obviously, but this has been years of this. People are just not learning this. First of all, she always looks phenomenally fresh. Her fits are fantastic.
Always.
We're talking full deal. She has a sleeve on, though. She has a notebook.
Yep.
And she has the headphones. Has been this way since Frank Reich. So she got caught on camera. Obviously, she was much closer than normal. Normally, she kind of stays away from everything. But I think this is her trying to learn the ins and outs of everything if she's going to be the one that's going to be the owner and the operator of a team in the future.
That's close.
But if I was a coach, I'm not 100% sure how much I would like my boss hearing everything I'm saying on game day. You know, you got to be filtered. Is that holding things back? We don't know. But I do know Carly's doing it so that she can, I think, feel more
learn.
at home.
Gathering information. Gathering info. Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw him pulling Shane back a couple times. So he was
Yeah, she was get back coach there for a bit, obviously.
Was she really the get back coach for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she did. I think she took one hand and said, "Get over here." And
I think
she-
it's when Steichen leaves. they don't have to hire a head coach. She's just gonna fucking step right in.
I mean, yeah.
We don't know how many plays she has called yet.
She used to be in a corner and got a little close to the bench, and now she's right behind the coach. The next step, I think, is
putting that son bitch down.
Mm-hmm. Does he ever turn around and
go
she's right
AR.
there? Like, oh God!
Yeah.
You think she ever scares him? Where you turn around, and someone's like right there. That probably happens a few times a game. Jeez, whoa,
Jesus.
Or somebody starts talking on there. Could you imagine somebody starts losing their mind and all of them like, what do you?
yeah.
Channel 4, Channel 4. Different channel.
What was
So
that?
that's how you really feel, huh?
That is interesting. That's got to be the only team in the NFL.
Yeah.
And it's been happening for years. But it does feel like everybody's catching up. Everybody's starting to find out
Is
about
there a
it.
certain amount of headsets allowed on the sideline?
Good question. I don't know if she's taking up a spot. I think it's been added.
There is probably a rule, though. I bet there's a rule. You can only have a certain amount.
yeah, definitely.
For the good of the future of the program. Yeah, it's good. But I'm sure there are some coaches that say, no, I'm not fucking doing it.